beautiful voice you're listening to right there is that of 16-year-old Jackie Evancho, who is in Seattle for a pair of shows. She's going to be at the Triple Door March 23rd and 24th. So that's tonight and tomorrow. 2 shows, 7 and 10 p.m. And she joins me in the studio here on KIRO Radio. Hey, Jackie, welcome to Seattle. Whoop.
Hi.
There we go. Now I got you on. How are you?
Good.
Have you been out to Seattle before?
Yeah, a long time ago I was.
Okay.
It was awesome.
And you're a Pittsburgh girl, huh?
Yes.
Okay. You've been in the news a lot, and I'll get to that eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm fascinated. I have 3 daughters, and I'm just fascinated by just the spirit of somebody who knows what they want to do at a very young age.
Mm-hmm.
When did you know you wanted to be a professional singer?
Ever since I can remember, I've always loved singing, so I've just never always been good at it. It wasn't until after I got my tonsils removed that I could actually sing. So
Seriously, that there was a physical change there?
Oh yeah, everything changed. The doctor even said he had never seen tonsils that big before.
So what did that do for you when you got the tonsils out?
It just opened a whole new side of my voice, and then after I healed and I saw the Phantom of the Opera, I started singing those songs, and then I guess I had a voice.
Wow. Okay, and you were on America's Got Talent when you were 10 years old?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about that, because I don't know that I saw that season. So just tell me about that whole experience. How do you even know to audition for something like that when you're 10?
My parents did. They were helping me out, but they always made sure I was okay with everything that they asked me to do. I actually auditioned twice before I got on the show. And I got on during the YouTube special, the YouTube competition.
Okay.
So I came in around the semifinals, and I came in second place. And I was actually really happy that I didn't win, because then I didn't have to do the whole entire tour where it's required that the winner is there, because I'm 10 years old. That's really exhausting. So I'm happy.
I remember seeing the clips of you, because you blew people away back then because of the power of the voice. And you know, you were just 10, and B, at age 16, you're not the biggest person in the world now.
Right.
What are your, how tall are you?
5'1".
5'1". And so a voice like that, is that just a gift from God, or is there a lot of training that goes with that?
It's a gift. I hardly practice. I haven't really been trained. The most I've done is gone to a vocal coach, and it lasted like 2 weeks because they were trying to make me a Broadway singer or a full-on opera singer, and I'm neither.
Yeah.
So
That's got to be an amazing experience, though, to go from a 10-year-old kid doing 10-year-old stuff, and all of a sudden national TV and everybody knows your name. How does a 10-year-old kid handle just the 0 to 100 mile an hour that entails?
Don't think about it. I have gone my whole life just living in the moment and then just forgetting about it for a little bit. And it kind of just helps me to stick with it. I don't know how, but it does.
Okay. And then, of course, like I said, you've been rather notably in the news the last few months. You were invited to sing the national anthem at President Trump's inauguration.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Just absolutely beautiful. And again, I'm guessing it has to be just a surreal experience because of all of the controversy that surrounded that. How did that come to be? How did you get selected for that?
I was actually in New York doing promo for a Christmas album that I was releasing. And my manager, his name is Mark, he said, I have a meeting with Trump's people. And I was like, okay, great, whatever that means.
Yeah.
And and he came back and he said, so you can sing the national anthem if you would like to. It's something to think about. And I was just like, holy crap, this is a big deal for me.
Yeah.
And thought about it for a little bit, and I just did it. I said, why not? You know?
National anthem at a presidential inauguration.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yes.
So then what I imagine has to be incredibly weird, and I deal with this every day because I put my opinions out there, and half the people agree with me and half don't. They don't know me, but the people who disagree with me, they say, I can't stand you. It's not I disagree with your opinion. It's I can't stand you. Here you are. I can tell already. You're a very sweet 16-year-old kid. And all of a sudden you have half of America saying, oh, I'm going to buy her album because she was singing. And half said, I can't stand that
Right.
Jackie Evancho. They don't know who you are. Neither side knows who you are. That's
Yeah.
got to be how have you processed all of that?
Well, the best thing about growing up the way I did is that I know that that's how people work nowadays.
Yeah.
So I kind of just choose to ignore it. I mean, I'm really grateful for the positive feedback, but with the negative stuff, as terrible as it is, you have to just ignore it. And it's really hard to because they are very loud with their opinions. But
Yeah.
what are you going to do? You can't control everyone's thoughts.
And you've grown up in the era of social media where you see just how cowardly and anonymous people can be
Yeah.
via that medium. But it still has to be a real strange thing to have to deal with.
It is. And I actually really don't like using social media. It's a big part of my job, but I really don't like it. So I try to stay off it as much as possible just because so many people feel like they have the right to speak their opinion because it's over the internet.
Yeah.
You know?
And then you're in danger of getting whiplash because just a couple weeks after the inauguration, you and your sister, who's transgender, you said to the president, because he was assigning bathroom rights to individual states, and it sounded like you thought, for your sister's sake and many others, that it should remain a federal issue. And here's a little bit of what you said about that.
I guess I just want to enlighten him on what my sister, I've seen her go through every single day in school, and people just like her, what they deal with, the discrimination, it's terrible. And I guess I kind of just really want him to relook at that.
So now I'm guessing, tell me if I'm wrong here, I'm guessing that 2 weeks earlier, the people who said, I'm buying Jackie's album because she sang at the inauguration. And now those same people are saying, I can't stand her because she's going against the president. And the people who said, I can't stand Jackie because she sang at the inauguration, they're saying, she stood up to Trump, I love her. And all of a sudden, you got this whiplash going on in America with, with you at the center of it. It's very, very weird.
It was a scary thing for me. I try my best to stay quiet about my opinion. And I mean, of course, I had to say something now because it's something that I really believe in, but it was scary.
Yeah.
Just to have so many people shouting different things in your face. It was something that was overwhelming.
What kind of stuff were people shouting in your face?
Saying things like, you betrayed your sister, now both halves of the country hate you. Just terrible things and things that you just have to ignore. But it was really hard because they were getting louder than I had heard before when I said I was going to sing the national anthem.
And here you are, just you're a kid who wants to sing for a living.
Right.
That's all you want to do with with this gorgeous gift of a voice that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so on balance, how do you look at that whole experience? Because I talk about politics a lot on my radio show. I don't talk politics the other 21 hours of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I have zero interest in doing that. I'm guessing you just want to sing, but you kind of got dragged into, this on both sides.
Right. I hate politics. I try my best to stay out of them
I can
because
understand that.
it creates so much conflict, and it's just so annoying to have to hear about it and to have an opinion in general where you can't just say, I don't have an opinion. And that's kind of where I stand, but I was dragged into it, and now I'm having to talk about something that I know causes so much conflict, and that's frustrating because I'm trying my best to stay out of conflict.
Yeah. On balance, I mean, because everybody knows your name now, on balance, it has been a good thing for your career, or have the annoyances outweighed that?
It's kind of both,
Yeah.
It's given me a lot of opportunity, a lot of chances to take the light that is on me and do good with it. But because of people's reactions, it's given me a lot of negatives with just their opinions.
All right, let's finish with what we started with then. That's the singing, which you love to do. So Triple Door tonight and tomorrow, 2 shows each. What kind of music you doing?
I'm doing a little bit of everything. I have some songs I've never sung before, songs that will be on my album, songs that have already been on my album. So I'm kind of just dabbling with everything, and I'm really excited because it's something I'm not used to. It's a brand new show.
Yeah, and where do you want to be in 5 years? Is there an artist whose trajectory you would love to emulate?
Lady Gaga. I would love to be where she is now because I've always been inspired by her. I've always loved her music ever since I can remember.
Nice, powerful voice, just like you. Yeah. No, that's very cool. All right. Well, Jackie Evancho, she's going to be at the Triple Door tonight and tomorrow. 2 shows each night, 7 and 10 p.m. And I'm glad the politics is behind you and you focus on what you love the most, and that's using this beautiful instrument of yours, Jackie.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Jackie Evancho with us, and we got lots more to come as the Dory Monson Show continues.